I'm Tech Sergeant Suzannah Haley, and I work at the Military Personnel Office at DLA Land and Maritime. Being in the military for almost 18 years, you learn to keep your personal life personal, your professional life professional, and I thought basically resiliency was about taking care of yourself, but also keeping it to yourself. Lately, I've learned that resiliency is also being able to talk to other people and asking for help. That's the one thing that I never thought about doing. I always been this independent person, taught to be independent, even through childhood. Being in the military causes a lot of challenges, but also having a special needs son causes a lot of challenges, especially with him being high-functioning autism. The thing with autism is also a lot of times when you get a disease or disorder, they give you a pamphlet. So your child has ADHD. This is what you do. With autism, it's very different. It's a learn as you go. Each child is different. So I would just take those challenges and just bury them. And every now and then I would cheer myself back up, be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be a resiliency. Or they would have a resiliency class at one of my bases and I would take it. And I'd feel a little better for a while, but then something else would happen and I'd just bury it. But this past year, with my husband going to school, us being single income, my son still learning about his autism and getting close to puberty and new school, moving, I just learned I can't bury it anymore. I was walking around like the lights were on, but nobody was home, like I was on autopilot. So finally, resiliency meant asking for help. It meant taking care of myself mentally, not just cheering myself up with posters or just saying I'm okay, but not really being okay. It was also coming to grips with my depression. To me, this past year, resiliency has meant opening up to others. Not only listening to their problems, but letting them into yours, even if it's just listening. You don't want people to solve your problems. You want them to help you out. And then once you get the mental taken care of, you can start working on your physical. And then the physical helps by running. That'll help your depression. And then your spiritual, you start feeling more at peace once you start getting everything out. And then just everything starts to make better sense. And then you're able to handle it much better. And you're able to talk to people saying, look, I'm just having a hard time. Look, I'm just overwhelmed. As a military person, it's hard to say that because, we're working harder with less people, and it's hard to tell your boss that you're overwhelmed, but part of resiliency is letting people know, I'm overwhelmed, I'm going through a hard time, I need a couple of days off. This is what I need. And finally, part of taking care of yourself is saying, this is what I need. And I always thought that was selfish, so I never mention that to people, but that is a part of resiliency, is I. And then another thing with resiliency is I wear something around my neck every day. It's a charm. It says, life is tough, but I am tougher. And then the other charms say courage, faith, and strength. And that's I wear it every day. That way it just reminds me that life is tough, but I am tougher.